Victoria Beckham has unwittingly found herself embroiled in a royal feud involving Meghan Markle. Posh Spice is busy helping out her son Brooklyn prepare for what is sure to be a star-studded wedding ceremony to fiancée Nicola Peltz next summer. But the guest list has proved a bit of a conundrum, at least according to insiders. The Beckhams have long since been associated with the royal family, with 46-year-old former footballer David being pals with both Prince William and Prince Harry. He even attended the Euros with William and wife Kate Middleton last month, and has referred to William as his close mate in the past. Victoria, meanwhile, is reportedly getting closer to Meghan. Posh and Bex have attended both William and Kate's wedding and Harry's nuptials to Meghan. So it only seems right that the royals be invited to their son Brooklyn's. However, a source implied to Closer magazine that it might not be that simple, as they explained. Vic's a bit concerned about inviting both couples, and all the attention being focused on the warring royals rather than her son and his future wife. Whoever they don't invite, it will look like a snub, and she's worried that if she invites both, it will create conflict for her and David, given they want to remain on good terms with both couples. She's understandably worried about being dragged into Meghan's feud. Meghan has reportedly reached out to Victoria for advice in the past, as well as wearing plenty of her fashion label frocks over the years. And Victoria's been vocal with her own support for the Duchess of Sussex, telling Glamour, "I liked what Meghan Markle said at the Fashion Awards. That it used to be cool to be cruel, and now it's cool to be kind. Kindness has always been at the core of girl power." So it looks like Victoria could be stuck between a rock and a hard place of the Sussexes versus the Cambridges. Closer's source added that David has had his own say on the matter, insisting that they should remain neutral by offering an invite to both couples, and insisting one will step back and they won't have to snub either. However, it isn't out of the question that both couples could be reunited, as Harry and his brother William came together for the unveiling of a statue to their late mother, Princess Diana, in July this year. Brooklyn confirmed his engagement to Nicola last month with a sweet Instagram post in which he penned, "2 weeks ago I asked my soulmate to marry me and she said yes XX. I am the luckiest man in the world. I promise to be the best husband and the best daddy one day. I love you baby XX." Meghan Markle's half-brother Thomas Markle Jr. has made headlines once again for snubbing the Duchess of Sussex. Another day, another swipe. Isn't it getting boring now? The 55-year-old fame-hungry window fitter warned Prince Harry his shallow sister would ruin his life in a trailer for Australia's Big Brother VIP, where he's flying in as a contestant. In the past, he's branded his sister a bully, slammed her Frogmore Cottage renovations, and taken their father's side despite him selling out to the paparazzi. His efforts to constantly drag the person he vicariously benefits from are laughable. It's also worth noting that Thomas wouldn't have even been considered for the show if it wasn't for Meghan, despite having had no contact for 7 years. Thomas says he was baffled to not receive a wedding invite, the same wedding he branded a fake fairy tale and told Meghan to call off. "Just FYI, any family members that I haven't spoken to for nearly a decade, you're not invited to my wedding either." The egocentrism continues. In 2019, Thomas told The Mirror, "I'm confused and a little distraught because here is a person knowing the position she's in, and knowing the scrutiny she's under, and yet she has forgotten her flesh and blood. The hypocrisy here shines through." Thomas feigns sympathy for Meghan and the public backlash that haunts her, but now he's part of it. He's the shallow one. But is demonizing women new for Thomas? In 2017, he was arrested for allegedly holding a gun to a woman's head during a drunken argument. He was later charged with menacing, pointing a firearm at another person, and unlawful use of a weapon. The charges were dropped the following month, and Thomas said he was incredibly sorry for his actions. "I did the stupidest thing I could ever have done and went and got my handgun," he said. "But it was unloaded. There were no bullets in it. Darlene saw me with the gun, got scared and ran to the bathroom and wouldn't come out. I absolutely did not put the gun to her head. She got freaked out even more than she had before." His ex-wife, Tracy Dooley, said he has alcohol issues and he's been charged with a DUI. All of Thomas' swipes at Meghan rely on the toxic misogyny that fuels her public dislike. "She's controlling Harry, she'll never be like Kate, she's money-hungry and is tearing the royal family apart. But even if the Duchess is shallow, I know which sibling I'd rather be. Prince Harry at one point was considered both the most eligible bachelor in the world and the most popular member of the British royal family thanks to his charisma and playful attitude during his royal engagements and public appearances. At least, that's how the royal was perceived before he met and fell in love with his wife, Meghan Markle. But now many critics have noticed that the Duke of Sussex's demeanor has changed in recent years, as he is less of the fun-loving royal that used to challenge Usain Bolt to sprints and more of a serious husband and father of two who is no longer afraid to talk about his personal struggles and mental health issues. Speaking on Dax Shepard's Armchair Expert podcast, Harry even said that he oftentimes wanted to be anywhere else than at his royal engagements or at Buckingham Palace doing what he was born to do. "I don't want this job, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be doing this. Look what it did to my mum," Harry recalled thinking, via BBC. Seeing how both the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have all but completely cut the cord on their life as royals, it's no wonder that the couple has such poor approval ratings with the British public right now. In fact, it's tanked so much that some critics believe that Harry might not be able to recover from this. Hey Race Y. When Prince Harry and Meghan Markle decided to step down from their roles as full-time working royals in a move that the British press has since dubbed as Megxit, the UK public was rightfully shocked. If that weren't enough, the fact that Harry and Meghan have been seemingly throwing the royal family under the bus in their tell-all interviews hasn't gone down very well with the British public, either. According to a YouGov poll per Newsweek, Harry had an approval rating of 71% in October 2019. But right after Megxit was announced in January 2020, that number crashed to 55%. Meghan's approval rating during the same time period also plunged from 55% to 38%. To make things worse, Harry only has a 12% favorability rating among the British baby boomer demographic, while Meghan is sitting at 13%. Seeing how the UK is so protective of their beloved Queen Elizabeth II and the monarchy, each time Harry takes a public swipe at them, his numbers stand to get worse. In May, Harry told Dax Shepard, via BBC, "If I've experienced some form of pain or suffering because of the pain or suffering that perhaps my father or my parents had suffered, I'm going to make sure I break that cycle so that I don't pass it on." It sounds like the public is getting a bit tired of that message.